On the circumstance, we're starting with B flat and L first. Concert B flat, concert L. Hey, concert B flat, concert L first. Concert B flat, concert L first. Ready? B flat L. Ready? Trombone. B flat. At A.
Welcome to the commencement ceremony of the class of 2025. It's an honor to be here with you in celebration of these 150 candidates for graduation from Mary Institute and St. Louis Country Day School. Candidates, please be seated. I would like to begin by acknowledging the terrible impact of Friday afternoon's storm on several of our seniors and their families, as well as other members of the MICDS community. We are so happy that you are here with us today to celebrate this milestone occasion. The MICDS Parents Association is organizing a relief effort for affected families. Please be in touch with your PA representative if you or a family you know is in need of support. As you're aware, Friday's weather forced the cancellation of our senior night event. We have elected to move some elements of that program into this one, including the Salutatorian address and the conferring of 5 student awards. All other achievements that would have been celebrated at senior night will be announced individually as graduates come forward to receive their diplomas. At the start of today's ceremony, I have the privilege of presenting awards to several outstanding teachers. The Dorothy Ray Roberts 1917 Faculty Merit Award was made possible by a bequest in 1988 from Dorothy Ray Roberts' class of 1917 in support of teaching excellence. One member from each MICDS division has been selected for this award. Please come forward when your name is announced. The first recipient of the Dorothy Ray Roberts 1917 Faculty Merit Award is Bridget Wallace. The second recipient of the Dorothy Ray Roberts Faculty Merit Award is Bernard Berry. Bernard's been busy already. The third recipient of the Dorothy Ray Roberts Award is Jen Sellenrick. The Mary Institute Class of 1940 Distinguished Faculty Award, established by the class on the occasion of its 50th reunion, recognizes a member of the faculty whose work with students has been marked by great distinction. One member from each division has been chosen for this award. Please come forward when your name is announced. The first recipient of the Mary Institute Class of 1940 Distinguished Faculty Award is Nicole Skaggs. The second recipient of the MI Class of 1940 Distinguished Faculty Award is Cameron Youngman. These are long commutes. Finally, the third recipient of the Mary Institute Class of 1940 Distinguished Faculty Award is Rachel Torre. There is no greater institutional asset at MICDS than our outstanding faculty. It is such a privilege to honor them in this ceremony. Please join me in congratulating these members of our faculty. It is now my pleasure to introduce Salutatorian Mackenzie Froge and present her with the Salutatorian Medal.
Good afternoon, parents, teachers, family, and friends, and my fellow graduates. We made it. My name is Mackenzie Froge, and it is my honor to be standing here as the Salutatorian of the class of 2025. If you had told me 4 years ago I'd be giving this speech, I would have laughed, and then cried, and then probably Googled how to give a speech, which I still did. So with a little help from Google and ChatGPT, please don't come after me, Honor Council, I decided I would start my speech with one of my all-time favorite quotes. In searching back through all the Shakespearean plays our English teachers made us read, and the micro-themes I wrote for Dr. Roth, I remembered a quote from one of my favorite philosophers, Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda. Master Oogway once said, "Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it's called the present." Our years of being students at MICDS are in the past, but that does not mean we cannot cherish those memories. I would first like to say a thank you to the teachers that put up with our shenanigans and guided us through our high school years. Thank you to all the other important workers at the school, especially Mr. Rainey for letting us come over to your house and have breakfast on Senior Skip Day. And thank you to all the parents and loved ones that have supported us throughout our lives. Now to my fellow graduates. I guarantee you there will be times when you look back and are grateful to be done with high school. No more writing 32 different college applications, no more 15-page alt papers written the night before, and no more math tests crammed for at 2 a.m. Well, at least until we get to college. But I can also guarantee that there will be times when we look back and are sad at the friends and memories left behind. I, for one, will miss the golf team sleepovers, the choir concerts, where I still don't know the dances to the songs, and the field days, where my advisory, for the first time in 4 years, actually won a station. It was cornhole. These memories are ones I will consistently look back on as I move forward in my life. I hope all of you will do the same as you reflect on your time at MICDS. In high school, we may have gravitated towards certain groups. The smart kids, the athletes, the popular kids, the group of boys that stole the comfy chairs in Hearth every day. However, post-high school, our groups are not yet defined. While all of us may now know where we're going to college, or our plans for the next year, beyond that, our future is still uncertain. There is still plenty of time for us to choose our own paths and who we'd like to be and who we'd like to be surrounded by in the upcoming years. If you're like me, this moment felt like at times it would never get here, and then it got here, way too fast. It was like being in a traffic jam on the highway for hours, and then it opened up, and we were going 80 miles per hour to an uncertain destination. I've been reflecting on that journey and the exit signs I saw along the highway. Proud I took many, mad at myself for not taking others, and determined to pay more close attention to others on the next road trip. When I wasn't strong enough, there was an exit sign leading me to work out. Not smart enough? Exit here to study. Too confident? Exit here for the best humble pie. Not tall enough? Yeah, I never quite found the exit sign for that one. For those of us who are uncertain about the future, myself included, I encourage you to keep driving with an open mind until the next best path or exit sign appears. But for right now, let's not worry about the future or what is left in the past. Let's cherish the gift of today as Master Ugwe would have wanted us all to do. Thank you once again to all teachers, faculty, parents, and friends for making this day so special. And finally, thank you to my fellow classmates. It has been an honor to get to know each and every one of you. I'm very thankful to celebrate with all of you today. So for hopefully not the very last time, roll Rams.
Thank you, Mac. I will now present 5 senior awards. The Morse Family 12th Grade Award, which was established by Mr. Lucas Morse and the class of 1952 in honor of Meredith Baker Morse, is awarded by each year's senior class to one of its members to honor their respect for others, generous nature, devotion to the school, and significant and lasting contributions to our community. This year, the class of 2025 has selected Grant LaMartina to receive the Morse Award. The Aurelian Honor Society of Yale University awards a prize each year to a student who demonstrates sterling character, high scholarship, and forceful leadership. This year's Aurelian Prize recipient is Reagan Hamilton. The James Andrew Beneke Class of 2006 Award is presented to a student who represents the values of the MICDS Honor Code by acting with respect, responsibility, honesty, and compassion, and by modeling integrity and mental fortitude. This year's recipient of the James Andrew Beneke Award is Lily Loeb. The Wood Humanitarian Award was established by the Country Day School class of 1961 to honor their classmate, James Chandler Wood, who gave his life in service to our country. This award celebrates a senior who has made sacrifices in the service of others. This year's recipient of the Wood Humanitarian Award is Dia Makapati. The Faculty Prize is awarded by a vote of the upper school faculty each year to a senior who has contributed meaningfully to the MICDS community, who is responsible and prepared to meet life's challenges with confidence, who shows respect and compassion for others, who demonstrates purpose and promise, and who embodies hope for the future. This year's recipient of the Faculty Prize is Ace Durdain. It is now my pleasure to introduce Jason Brower, Chair of the Board of Trustees and member of the MICDS class of 1994. Mr. Brower and his wife Sarah are the parents of Ella, class of 2024, Mia, class of 2026, and Olivia, class of 2028. Mr. Brower began his board service in 2019 and is concluding the first year of his 2-year appointment as chair. The position of board chair is the most demanding and perhaps the most thankless volunteer role at the school, and he serves in it with notable selflessness, equanimity, and grace. It is an honor to work with you, Jason. Welcome to our commencement exercises.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Rainey. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, welcome to the MICDS Commencement Ceremony, and congratulations to the great class of 2025. When I learned that I'd have the honor of addressing this exceptional class, I asked myself, what could I possibly say that they haven't already heard? Some of you have been students at this school or one like it for the last 12 or 13 years, going all the way back to pre-kindergarten. That's more than 25,000 hours of instruction and learning in classrooms and hallways, on stages, and across athletic fields. As I reflected on this moment and truthfully procrastinated just a little bit, I happened to start reading a book by Thomas Ricks titled First Principles: What America's Founders Learned from the Greeks and Romans and How That Shaped Our Country. Though published several years ago, I think it remains remarkably relevant today. One of the most striking insights from the book is how deeply the Founding Fathers studied ancient Rome and Greece, and how those classical philosophers influenced their thinking. In examining their writings and letters, Ricks found that one word appeared more frequently than any other. It wasn't freedom, and it wasn't democracy, it was virtue. Perhaps unknowingly, Ricks then went on to channel his inner Jay Rainey, and he dove right into the etymology and significance of that particular word. He explained that the founders believed virtue, both public and private, was essential for the success of the Republic. They emphasized civic engagement and the idea of sacrificing personal interests for the common good. Centuries ago, that kind of sacrifice helped build our nation. Today, it helps shape lives of purpose and service. And while you may not have encountered virtue on any exams or syllabi, it is woven into the fabric of this community, so present, in fact, that it may sometimes go unnoticed. Consider this. We're here today to celebrate 150 seniors, yet more than 1,500 loved ones, teachers, and friends have gathered to honor them. The number of supporters in these stands outnumbers the graduates by more than 10 to 1. This extraordinary crowd includes devoted parents, grandparents, siblings, and friends. It includes the gifted and dedicated faculty and staff of this remarkable school. Our graduates need look no further than this audience to see the power of sacrifice, support, and love in action. Inspired by their example, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, we wish you every success as you go forth to live virtuous lives, lives of purpose and service. It is now my pleasure to introduce Arjun Puri, Valedictorian of the class of 2025, and present him with the Valedictorian Medal.
Good afternoon, parents, teachers, and friends. It's an honor to address you all today, and of course, the MICDS graduating class of 2025. Our year's got a nice ring to it, the class of 25, doesn't it? It's a perfect square and the first Pythagorean triple. For the less mathematically inclined, like you, Mr. Trey, I understand if that one might have gone a little over your head. It's a complicated mathematical pun. Hopefully, this one's a little more up your alley. On the 25th line of the 25th page of The Great Gatsby, Nick Carraway says, "I was within and without, simultaneously enchanted and repelled by the inexhaustible variety of life." Perhaps Nick's words encapsulate how some of us are feeling today at the precipice of our high school careers. We're enchanted by what's to come these next 4 years and beyond, but at the same time, we're repelled by the thought of starting over in a new place, of saying our goodbyes to the people that we'll go from seeing every day to once in a while to not at all. Or honestly, maybe you're just repelled by having to wear a polyester suit or dress on a day this hot. I feel you, believe me. Even as we all look ahead to what the future holds, it's impossible not to look behind and reminisce, with nostalgia for the past and anticipation for what's to come. Fitzgerald ends Gatsby with the sentence, "And so we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past." Only now, a year and a half after we all finished reading the book, does that line mean something to me. As we step off this stage and graduate into the real world, the rest of our lives are not dictated by what we achieved in high school. The experiences we have will stay with us. We can't erase them, and our past is a part of each of us. But unlike Jay Gatsby, we don't need to relive it, chasing after the daisy behind us in the search for fulfillment. But we've changed. The faces I see around me today aren't the same as the ones who walked into the STEM building for the first time in August of 2021, when all I could really see was your eyes and your preferred type of mask. Since that day, we've grown. Some of us have gotten a little wiser, or at least better at pretending to be. Most of us, but not all, are taller, and all but a few of us, again, you know who you are better drivers than we once were. Today, we are at the edge of a new period in our lives. The freedom of adult life, from what I hear, isn't all sunshine and rainbows. I guarantee you that the hardest part of college will be even more difficult than that video essay on Gatsby we had 2 days to do. Shout out to my partner for doing the work and letting me sleep. Here's where I'm probably supposed to offer you all some profound advice about navigating the future, but the truth is, I'm definitely not the one to ask, and even Google couldn't help me all that much. But here is what I will say. Being confident will get us all much further than we expect. After all, we've been confidently pretending we knew what we were doing for the last 4 years, and look how far that has brought us. And I can't remember where I heard this one, but make sure to call your parents at least once a month. They'll appreciate it, and they are still paying the phone bill after all. Looking at all of you today, I see past and future artists, entrepreneurs, even a president or two in our midst, which would fit, since we have already mastered the ability to confidently answer questions we don't know the answers to. But one more thing before we part ways. Graduating from high school is a double-edged sword, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't both excited and apprehensive for what's to come. But it doesn't mean that our educational journeys are coming to an end. Far from that. I opened with the words of F. Scott Fitzgerald, so what better way to conclude than with the words of another great contemporary American author, Dr. Seuss. The more you learn, the more places you'll go. Congratulations to each one of you on making it this far, and I have no doubt that each of our journeys is far from over. Thank you, ChatGPT, for coming up with this last night. You saved me a lot of time. And thank you all for being here today to celebrate the class of 2025.
Thank you, Archie. Class of 2025, you have selected 2 teachers for special honors at today's ceremony. The Ravenous Award is conferred each year by a vote of the senior class to honor a member of the upper school faculty for their positive contributions to the MICDS student experience. This year's recipient of the Ravenous Award is Al Begerwitz. Each year, the senior class also selects a member of the faculty to offer an address at this ceremony. This year, the class of 2025 has selected as its faculty speaker English teacher Tex Touré.
You know, you think you're doing okay, and then your wife wins a big award, and some snot-nosed brat takes a pot shot at your mathematical abilities. Wheels start coming off pretty quick. But it is my distinct pleasure to be the 7th person to welcome you to the MICDS Commencement Ceremony. So welcome, family, parents, faculty, Board of Trustees, friends, brothers, sisters, little bitty babies. That one guy in the back, I don't know you, but welcome. And of course, the precious, precious class of 2028, who will always, class of 2025, I will never forget you. I would love to celebrate you and sing your praises, but I think we all know this is neither the time nor the place. So instead, humanity. Let's talk about humanity. Some people think that the defining characteristic of humanity is it's compassion. Others think it's empathy. These people are wrong. The defining characteristic, the thing that unites us all, is the overwhelming urge when we're holding a fork and we see an electrical outlet to jam that fork in that outlet just to see what will happen. There is this striving towards the unknown that is so deeply rooted in our psyche that it leads us to take careless, unnecessary risks. Curiosity killed the cat, we say. And cats say, me? Like, sleeping in the sunbeam 18 hours a day? I mean, I fall in a jug every once in a while, but you're not gonna find some frozen kitties at top of Mount Everest. But in every nook and cranny of this earth that you poke your nose into, you will certainly find that someone got there first, and it probably killed them. Human skeletons are scattered across the desolate and most wild places of this planet, and we can't wait to find new planets to, stash our bodies upon. We combine just limitless curiosity with reckless arrogance and just enough intelligence to get us a little further than we should go. That is our great weakness. It is also our great strength, and that is why you cannot encapsulate human knowledge by the facts that we know, but by the stories that we invent and the worlds of creative combinations that we create, like a toilet bowl that makes phone calls. When would, but also, just never call me from your toilet bowl, ever. My point is this: it's not tool use, it's tool misuse that separates us. Is it unintelligent to stick a fork into an electrical socket? Maybe. But is it less intelligent to never think that you could stick a fork into an electrical outlet? Yes. That is objectively less intelligent and less courageous and less adventurous and less curious and less Magellan-y. For what is life but reaching for an answer, and what is death but a refusal to grow? Magellan had a dream he had to follow. The sea was big, his ships were awkward, slow, and when the fever would not set him free to his thin crew, sail on, he cried, and so they did. Carried his frail dream homeward. And so Magellan lives, although he died. Which brings us to great leaps forward in exploration and technology. Great leaps forward in exploration and technology are simultaneous, with ridiculous new technologies emerging at the same time in ways that allow combinations that are force multipliers for each. And they exist across every time of human advance and societal advance. In fact, you could argue that society was created in order to manage our technological advances. Grog invents fire. Flurg immediately tries to stick his tongue in it. And then Blarm takes a can of prehistoric hairspray and pitches that in. Sparks and pain, sparks and pain. And so then we create rites and rituals and ceremonies around fire in order to limit its threat and protect our children from its dangers inherent in its existence. Our norms and mores are just a list of failed innovations. Our laws just record the moment after we discovered that some new combination was incredibly dangerous. For instance, in Alabama, it is illegal to drive blindfolded because some absolute rock star decided to combine car with blindfold. And notice, I didn't say in Mobile, Alabama, or Birmingham, or Greenbow, Alabama. I said the entire state of Alabama, like multiple people just driving blindfolded around just to see what would happen. In Fairbanks, Alaska, it is illegal to push a moose out of a plane. Yeah, people saw the grandeur of moose and those antlers, and they thought to themselves, if he really wanted to, I bet he could flap them. And then people started dying, crushed by falling mooses. Meese is crushed by falling ungulates. So, it turns out that necessity is not the mother of invention, it's YOLO. And in the combination of the internet and AI, we have created something, some combination that is awesome and dreadful. And its use and misuse is hurting people and will continue to hurt people. It is a gigantic fork. And when you use it amongst the dark corners of the internet, where sockets abound, you plug your mind in and sparks and pain, sparks and pain. And we've seen the damage. People conned, people radicalized, people separated from their families, friends, communities. But the internet plus AI, there's so much light there too. Just websites and ideas and things that can make us healthy and happy. And so, the answer cannot be to stop exploring. The answer must be that we have to choose, not as a society, but each one of us individually. That when we explore with love and with curiosity and with love for curiosity. And I know that sounds blindingly trite coming out of my mouth, but just because something is common, that doesn't make it useless. Look at the toothbrush. We're gonna go with our little forks, and we're gonna see sockets, and we're gonna get the urge, and then we burn. And if we burn, let us burn with love. If we're going to believe untruths, let them be untruths that make us healthy and happy and brave and wise and incandescent. Because light is an invitation to happiness, and that happiness, done right, is a kind of holiness, redemptive and palpable in these bright fields that we ourselves illuminate. And these explorations, they don't have to be capital W world-changing, but they should be you-changing, and you are part of this world. So if you change yourself for the better, then you change the world for the better. So, like Magellan, let us find our islands to die in, far from home, from any place familiar. Let us risk the wildest places, lest we go down in comfort and despair. For years, we have labored over common roads, dreaming of ships that sail into the night. Let us be heroes, and if that is not in us, then let us find some to follow, honor bright. For what is life but reaching for an answer, and what is death but a refusal to grow? Magellan had a dream he had to follow. The sea was big, his ships were awkward, slow, and when the fever would not let him go, to his thin crew, sail on, he cried. And so they did, carried that frail dream home. So Magellan lives, although he died. And now you all are going to have to excuse me for a second. Class of 2025, as you leave here and go and explore, I implore you to sail. Use and misuse tools, embrace the love of curiosity, and know that you are the captain, not the boat. Never let your tools use you. Never become the tools of your tools. And know that the future has always been dark. We illuminate it with our hope and with our curiosity. And I will oft dream of you sailing, incandescent, into that dark but lightning future, carrying the thin candle of my love for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Toure. Mr. Chairman, the MICDS faculty and administration have informed me that these candidates for graduation have completed the necessary requirements and are poised and prepared to receive their diplomas, their passports for the next phase of their lives. I ask that the diplomas be released and awarded.
Mr. Rainey, on behalf of the MICDS Board of Trustees, I hereby release the diplomas to be awarded to the class of 2025.
Thank you. Now, Chris Ludbrook, Dean of the Class of 2025, will join us as we award the diplomas.
Elise Sophia Abramov. Elise is a recipient of a President's Volunteer Service Award. Horace Ahmad. Faris Mustafa Ahmed. Not with us tonight, Lucas Richard Allgaier. Trevor Mason Arulsami. Oliver Nicholas Ashman. Elliot Anderson Bauer. Elliot is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Bennett Forte Bauer. Bennett is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Quinn June Bembenek. Natalie Virginia Benoit. Brooke Ann Bernstein. Brooke is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Adi Ray Agat. Nina Bayani. Alexander Christian Bierling. Alex is a recipient of the Senior Athletic Award. Caroline Nicole Burkle. Bashali Biswas. Isaac Yusuf Bakr. Arjun Badavala. Ian Gregory Boone. Ian is a recipient of a President's Volunteer Service Award. Hunter Rombauer Brown. Caroline Josephine Bryan. Caroline is a recipient of the Senior Athletic Award. Giacomo Castamare. Maxwell Atea Charnand. Daniel Dingy Chen. Noah J. Cohen. William Collins. Carter Connors. Marvel Maxwell Connolly. Thomas Bruce Cook. Cameron Aspen Cooper. Cameron is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Grace Gloria Capel. Grace is the recipient of the Burlingame Athletic Award, the 12-season Golden Ram Award, and a Senior Athletic Award. Glee Tedens Kozad IV. Jude Alexander Cullen. Caroline Gray Danforth. Lena Maimuna Dowd. Jacob Peter Doss. Megan Elizabeth David. Ace Derdane. Ace is a recipient of the President's Volunteer Service Award and a Senior Athletic Award. Elijah Arun Dooley. Kriya Bella Doshi. Alexa Grace Dumit. Tyler Adam Enyard. Tyler is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Kareem Fall. Melina Tegan Finnegan. Hale Garish Foster. Hale is a recipient of the Nadia Danette Foreign Language Prize. William Arthur Frank. Will is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Mackenzie Addison Froge. Mac is a recipient of the Senior Spirit of Learning Award. Sivi T. Gotti. Sivi is a recipient of an Excellence in the Arts Award. Sanjana Umesh Gandhi. Sanjana is a recipient of a Sanjana is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Benjamin Andrew Galvin. Ben is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Anna Catherine Caulfield Giles. Claire Elise Jokas. Claire is the recipient of a Head of School Award. Keaton Elliott Guion. Charlie Maxwell Glass. Sophia Louisa Goodwin. Sophia is a recipient of the Eagleton English Award and a Senior Athletic Award. Brian George Gould. Brian is a recipient of the Bauer Athletic Award and a Senior Athletic Award. Nicole D. Green. Andrew Jason Haas. Andrew is a recipient of the Mitchell Science Award and a Senior Athletic Award. Reagan Page Hamilton. Alyssa Janelle Harris. Alyssa is a recipient of the Senior Athletic Award. Helen Cecilia Harris. Cece is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Jayla Christian Haywood. Saya Cecile Hervey. Alexander Hoke Hoganson. Pepe Wong. Sophia Catherine Huddleston. Sophia is a recipient of the Kalish Award and a Senior Athletic Award. Catherine Ann Hunter. Elizabeth Danya Yoko Steer. Joseph Gerald Ross Intagliata. Joe is the recipient of an Excellence in the Arts Award. Ritvik Jain. Ryan Jan. Miles Lewis Jensen. Aniket Joshi. Jeremy William Kalisman. Evan Kamat. Evan is the recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. James David Carslake. Abhinav Katiyal. Not with us this evening, Zara Khan. Caroline Grace Coman. Caroline is the recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Lucas James Coleman. Luke is the recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Zachary Andrew Kravonak. Grant Matthew LaMartina. Jeffrey Lee. Emily Rose Leyland. Garrett Larson Lieberman. Lillian Amber Loeb. Lily is the recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Macy Elizabeth Luback. Hazik Ali Majid. Dia Makapati. Dia is the recipient of a President's Volunteer Service Award. Yash Kant Malhotra. Oliver Augustine Marks. Oliver is the recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Colin Martin. Samuel John Matiju. Alexander Philip McCarter. Sawyer Reed Merlin. Sawyer is the recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Sarah Ann Mills. Austin Michael Mingus. James Christian Morey. Annika Molkenor. Lindsay Jane Neighbor. Zariah Nance. Victoria G. Neal. Lainey Ojeda. Malik Salah Orson. J. H. Patel. Jay is a recipient of a President's Volunteer Service Award. Sebastian Joseph Paratore. Lillian Rebecca Pickett. Amisha Pujari. Arjun Puri. Simra Kayum. Elise Catherine Reardon. Avani Marpa Reddy. Reed Logan Reisner. Adrian Ritchie. Taj Mesere Sadler. Carly Madai Salazar Estrada. Carly is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Nina K. Schur. Nina is a recipient of the Ryan Guillaume's Creative Writing Award. Tabo Michael Schultz. Christina May Scott. Alex Shamsham. Peyton Reese Simon. Peyton is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Harriet Amelia Sloan. Hattie is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Addison Catherine Small. Addie is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Henry Harmon Sokolich. Henry is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Mia Ryan Sondrel. Jason Song. Jason is a recipient of the Wehrmeyer Mathematics Award and a Senior Athletic Award. Oscar Tracy Sorkin. Oscar is the recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Lucas Jeremiah Starks. Lusha Brooke Stoyanov. Genevieve Rose Strope. Evie is a recipient of an Excellence in the Arts Award. Samantha Parker Sullivan. Samantha is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Taha M. Syed. Narain Taraparetti. Isaac Joseph Taylor. Alma Marie Thielen. Maximilian James Edwin Thomas. Max is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Aryan Tibrawala. Hannah Elizabeth Van Valkenburg. Jackson Thomas Vetter. Jackson is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Joseph John Walsh. Joe is a recipient of an Excellence in the Arts Award and a Senior Athletic Award. Revathy Sky Warrior. Revathy is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Ethan M. Waymeyer. Ethan is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Elijah J. Weinman. Jack Henry Weinstraw. Jack is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Nina Faye Willis. Morgan Taylor Withington. Nora Evelyn Wright. Nora is a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. Gokhan Yilmaz. Sophie Sevilla Yoko. Bowen Zhao. Even the best laid out scripts can go wrong sometimes. Simra, you got away a little too fast. Where'd you go? Simra also was a recipient of a Senior Athletic Award. It is with great pleasure that I present the Mary Institute and St. Louis Country Day School class of 2025. And now, Raj Taylor, president of the MICDS Alumni Association and member of the Mary Institute and St. Louis Country Day School class of 1992, will officially welcome you as our newest MICDS alumni.
A couple of months ago, I found myself in a slightly terrifying situation. I was standing in a circle with all these eyes looking at me, waiting for instruction. I was at the start of a yoga teacher training course, and this was my first time leading a group through a sequence of movements. And what I had to say was actually pretty simple. Inhale, arms up, exhale, forward fold, exhale, half lift, exhale, fold, inhale, rise, exhale, arms to your sides. And despite being generally comfortable speaking in front of an audience, I totally froze. Instead of words, my mind filled with doubts. Why can't I do this? Why didn't my teacher give me more notice? What could I have done to better prepare? How will I ever teach a full class if I can't get through this? And my personal favorite, is this really the best way to teach a new student? I was spiraling. Naturally, I turned to my usual resources. Surely my background in economics and philosophy would help. Nope. Graduate study in architecture with years of design experience? Nope. Years of building a real estate business? Still nope. Even the love of my partner and support of family and friends? Comforting, but not really helpful right now. And just for the story's sake, I'd love to tell you that I rebounded and knocked it out of the park. But honestly, it was more like limping across the finish line. Still, I pushed through, I moved forward, and a few weeks ago, I led my first full yoga class, and in about 6 weeks, I'll have my own little graduation as I complete my certification. I feel compelled to say that I'm not planning on quitting my day job. But what I'm learning by being a student again is this. We love days like this. Celebration, achievement, success. But we often want to forget the low points, the messy parts of the journey. And yet those moments are just as important. Here's the thing. If you can find your passion, not just in achievement, but in the pursuit itself, you will find sustained joy. Life is a practice. And as my lovely teacher Jenny says, it's okay to wobble, it's okay to step out. If you do, just step back in. Now I'd like everyone to join me in a simple act as a community coming together to celebrate these beautiful souls. I'd like everyone to sit up a little taller in your seat, maybe your eyes closed, and I want everyone to take a huge, big, deep inhale. Fill your lungs, fill your rib cage, everything. Hold it for a moment. Now exhale and let it all go. Let that be your reminder. You can do difficult things. Everything you need is already within you. You just have to look inward and unlock it. And to our graduates, know this place, these people, and your fellow alumni that span the globe are here to support you. We truly believe in your power to make your world better, for yourself, for those you love, and for everyone, everywhere. So, go out there and do it. Thank you.
Almost there. These will be the concluding remarks of the program. Class of 2025, with the conclusion of your senior year today, a new year commences. And so it might interest you to know, as serendipity would have it, that the average date of birth for all 150 of you was itself a New Year's Day, January 1st, 2007, which also happens to have been the actual day that Trevor was born. Well done, Trevor. Among the most popular songs of that new year was Waiting on the World to Change by John Mayer, which includes lyrics like these. Now we see everything that's going wrong with the world and those who lead it. We just feel like we don't have the means to rise above and beat it, so we keep waiting on the world to change. Now, it may be wishful thinking on my part, but I like to believe that Mr. Mayer was being ironic or provocative, that he was not justifying youthful disengagement so much as goading his listeners to reject it. At a minimum, the song's apparent naivete begs a rhetorical question, birthed and popularized during your lifetime, actually. Waiting on the world to change. How's that working out for you? The foundational claim of the book Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari, also birthed and popularized during your lifetime, is that human beings thrive on our ability to cooperate with countless numbers of strangers. I don't recall in its pages any praise of the merits of passive detachment, of doing nothing and waiting on the world to change. A kindred work set for publication later this year, Peak Human by Johann Norberg, also cites cooperation with countless strangers as indispensable to the golden ages of history. Ancient Athens, Augustan Rome, the Abbasid Caliphate, the Song Dynasty, and others, including our present modern age, which Norberg calls the most golden of all ages. Of the progress of the past 10,000 years in raising human living standards, his book reminds us, half has occurred since 1990. We risk the interruption of that progress when we retreat, as we sapiens in this moment of our history seem so very determined to do, into our nations, our tribal politics, our self-absorbed identities, our isolating technologies, and our alienated lives. A recent issue of The Atlantic suggests that self-imposed solitude might just be the most important social fact of the 21st century. Norberg suspects this too and argues, knowing full well how golden ages end, that such a collective human failure is not a fate but a choice. It's high time we chose to find our way back to each other. If you want a friend, you have to be a friend. This is the advice that my wise and wonderful Aunt Mary Lawrence gave to her daughter, my cousin, some years ago when she needed to hear it. I remembered it recently when a friend shared with me the related wisdom of a Sanskrit poem, one of the Subhashitas. The rivers do not drink their own water. The trees do not eat their own sweet fruits. The clouds do not eat the crops, and the riches of the good are for the benefit of others. What other lives will the river of your life irrigate? What other lives will the sweet fruits of your life feed? In its most ancient conception, the word respect means to see again, to look harder, to peer deeper, perhaps to thank, perhaps to forgive. Its opposite is revile, to hate anew, to debase, never to thank, never to forgive. To respect is to climb out of ourselves, to revile is to dig in. But the rivers do not drink their own water. If you want a friend, you have to be a friend. In Sapiens, Harari credits our talent for fiction as humanity's signature genius. This invention of the wisdom of rivers and trees and clouds, for instance, or the invention of money, law, religion, human rights, the infield fly rule, the limited liability corporation, the Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf of America. Large numbers of strangers, he writes, can cooperate successfully by believing in common myths. But successfully does not necessarily mean happily. Yes, successful cooperation can beget peace, prosperity, and the life of a golden age. It can also beget war, devastation, and the death of one. At this inflection point of our own golden modern age and of your own life's narrative, what fiction about the world will you choose to believe? We are proud of you today. Look at how proud of you we are today. But this question is yours alone to answer. Your life propels you forward now to intersect with the lives of countless strangers. Do you imagine a world of enemies or of friends? In the story of yourself that you write at pivotal points in the plot, will you revile and hate anew, or will you respect and see anew? Which fiction will you believe about yourself on this New Year's Day and hereafter? That you are waiting on the world to change, or that the world is waiting on you? It's time to choose. Congratulations to the class of 2025. We will close today's ceremony with the singing of the MICDS alma mater performed by the Upper School Chamber Choir. Before we adjourn today, I would ask all graduates who are honored as award recipients when they receive their diplomas to please pick up their awards at the table in the back after the ceremony. Congratulations again to the class of 2025. Thanks to our faculty and staff for their tireless efforts on behalf of these promising young people. Thanks to all of you for the same, and thank you for attending today's celebration. The commencement exercises for the class of 2025 are now concluded.